Hey guys, divineryolu here, you can just call me Rolu, and today we are going to be... Why is there rubbish on my bed? Nobody saw that. Okay, so today we're going to be doing some Doki Doki Literature Club Plus, which is still free, currently on Epic Games, so if you want to get it yourself, you can. This is the first time I'm ever loading up the Plus version, so... is it gonna... Yeah, auto capture's good. I was gonna say if it didn't work. All characters in this game are over the age of 18. Whew. Yeah, they just have to specify that. This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Thankfully, I am not easily disturbed. Individuals suffering from anxiety or depression may not have a positive experience playing this game. Well, I am thoroughly warned. Happy Love Day. Don't call it that. Don't call it that. I don't like love. Love is for evil. No, but, hello, Lady Lemon, how you doing? Yeah, so if you suffer from depression or anxiety, this may not be a good experience for you, just saying. So, you're thoroughly warned. Would you like to review detailed content warnings, which contain spoilers? Alternatively, in-game content warnings can be enabled in the settings menu at any time. No. No. Is it just me or is my game a bit too high on audio? One sec. Let me just quickly change my audio settings because that actually hurt my head. Apparently my audio setting thing is not working. And I just ring at my door, so I'll be right back. Okay. I am back. Okay, so for some reason it's not letting me change my actual PC audio settings. By playing Doki Doki Lit Club, you agree that you have noted the game's age rating in your region and you consent to your exposure of highly disturbing content. Yes, I agree. Okay, so I'm gonna... Hey, I'm not ending right now, man. I'm not ending right now. Oh, it's very loud. I'm gonna up text speed. Music volume. Turn it down a bit. Sound volume down a bit as well. We can fucking bro. V-Sync's on and all that. Okay, let's start a new game. Okay. Hey! I see an annoying girl running toward me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. Yeah, just making sure I close my door. I could just look at the webcam image right there to see if I close the door now. I didn't remember that. By the way, you guys are hearing my audio perfectly and the game audio perfectly, right? Still sounds too loud for me. Oh, that sounds better. Okay. Yeah, you guys are hearing everything, right? Right? Oh man, yeah, I definitely need a haircut. Oh wait, no I don't. That's the fucking hoodie I've got on my chair. I was literally thinking that that blue part behind me was like part of my hair. I was like, holy shit, I need a haircut. Fucking hell. Okay, good. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this. But starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently. I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. Pinky, Stabby, Hanging, or Monica. What? Oh, which waifu? I mean, I like Natsuki. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again, but I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. Come on. Jeez. Yeah, you say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, divineryolu. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. And why are you doing this with your hands? Fine, fine. But you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean, even if you want to. Oh, hello, Mandy. How you doing? Yeah, I do not have it in me to be mean. Like, sometimes I think about being mean, but I don't be mean. Isn't that like... I'm pretty sure that happens for, like, majority of people in the world, right? Where you're, like, thinking, you know, this person's, like, really annoying, I should just do this. But when you actually confront them in that, you're like, you know, you just act kind because you just, you know, you'd feel guilty if you were mean. I'm fine. I hate having another Valentine's Day where I'm all alone. But hey, I've got you guys. Okay. One sec. I'm gonna quickly do something because this is just bothering me a bit. Okay, there we go. So, let's play this perfectly ordinary dating sim. Okay. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, divineryolu, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? Maybe the occult club. And they do have occult clubs in Japanese schools, so... I told you already, I'm not really interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I don't remember doing that. I'm sure it's possible that I did. One of many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Yeah, it could have been one of those where, like, she was talking and all I was hearing was blah, 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 blah. And, just... Now, my character's just an ass. Sarah likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Oh, games and anime! Oh, let's go! I haven't actually watched anime for a bit. Last anime I watched was, I forget the name of it. Oh, it was Domestic Girlfriend, which is one of those anime where the love interests are also step siblings for the main character. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Anyway. So. I was talking about how I worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I'd die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. I will never be used to the real world. There is too many evil people out there. Man. I really should have gotten myself a drink before starting stream. I might go get one in a sec. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy, alright? No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I'm going to be lurking until I get home, guys. Oh, you're not even home? Oh, no. Are you walking or are you driving? Because I would suggest that if you're driving, definitely do not, like, do any chat messages. Because texting and driving is bad. But if you're walking, I mean, I guess you could also get in an accident if you're texting whilst, like, crossing the street. Oh yeah, you guys can't even see my t-shirts now with the new camera angle. That sucks. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. I don't drive, so it's good, dude. Lol. Nice. The school day is as ordinary as ever. It's over before I know it. After I packed my things, I stared blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sorry wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello! Sayori. Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sorry. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sorry is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she only did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club because, we get to stare at manga and watch anime and discuss anime boobas. It just sounds so much better. Stop copying Hinata hangry. What? Oh, hangy. Oh. Don't call her that, dude. Come on. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kinda told the club yesterday I'd bring in a new member. And Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. Thirsty. I don't know if I'd say I'm that kind of thirsty, but I am definitely thirsty. I might actually go down for a drink in like a couple of minutes. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yay, let's go! Not you thirsty, she thirsty. Oh. I don't think she's thirsty. I just think she wants us to come to the club. To the club. To the club. And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Yo, can everyone, put their hands up in chat if they would sell their soul for a cupcake? Hello, Dr. Silly Guts. Hey. What flavor? I don't know. It hasn't said. I'm pretty sure, considering the game, it's probably one with either white or pink frosting with some sprinkles and such on top. Yes. I am gonna quickly get myself a drink. Wee. chocolate or red velvet. Chocolate is like one of the most boring flavors for like cake and that. Okay. I'm not hearing any audio currently. I dejectedly follow Sayuri across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Sayuri, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I had a Kinder birthday cake that says different, dude. Hey, everyone's entitled to their own opinions, even if they are wrong. Evil. Usually I have a stein that I have my juice in that in, but I have no idea where my stein is. I have not seen it in ages. Everyone, the new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Okay, what voice should I do for this person? Chocolate's weird. It can either be really nice or really not nice, and then never any middle ground. Do you know what, in my opinion, is the best chocolate? I know this is gonna cause like a really big debate in chat, most likely, about like what the best kind of chocolate is, but my favorite is dark chocolate. I just think dark chocolate is by far the best chocolate, because it has like both a sort of sweetness and a bitterness to it that sort of blend together really well to create a like really nice taste. Debate. Don't create a big debate, please. So, what voice should I do? Because I could go really freaking low like this, which would be really annoying. Or I could go really... Well, actually, no, this is low. This is low. This is high. I get them mixed up sometimes, but... Yeah. I haven't actually had chocolate in so long. I keep getting fucking notifications on my phone. Jesus Christ. Apparently, there's a notification. I had a notification about there being a Worms game on the App Store. Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Sayuri says nice things about you. Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, divineryolu, what a nice surprise. Oh no, I got juice on my Death Note. Oh, for a second there, I thought that said Nikola Tesla. I was gonna say, someone tried writing Nikola Tesla in my freaking Death Note. He's already dead, dude. Welcome to the club. Oh, words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry? Natsuki! So, we all liking the voices here? We all liking the voices here. Almost fell out of my hand. Meow cat fight. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. She is also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say things like that! Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Ah, well, it's nice to meet you both. I am putting out my hand like this. You guys just could not see. And it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, divineryolu. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked. We were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, divineryolu. We made room for you at the table so you can sit next to me. Oh, Monica. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As I already mentioned, it's been widened so that there is one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkwardly, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Wow! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray and to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Okay, that is freaking wife material right there. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry up and take one. Sari grabs the first one. Then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sari talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing all on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like I haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you, not for you know, you dummy. Alright. I'm sorry, but I am no baka. Okay? I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess? Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, you know... I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow and then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? Ah, Jesus. As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised by your extremely gruff voice. Have you been smoking about 40 packs a day? How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and the publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And it encourages others to get into literature. Then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica is really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Man, I will admit this voice is shredding my throat. They make school events like the festival that much more important. Pardon me. I'm gonna just have some juice. Delicious. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. We'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, divineryolu, what kind of things do you like to read? Considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. Ah, so like the Lord of the Rings books, I'm guessing. Man, I have not actually read the Lord of the Rings books. I should probably do that at some point. Oh my. Level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up, and she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. Like a true otaku/weeaboo. Or just someone with autism. Though people with autism, nowadays it's more like video games and TV shows and movies and that, whereas in the olden days it would have been books. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you through a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp for something I can relate to on the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I am a rock. Man, imagine being a rock. That'd be so nice. You wouldn't have to worry about anything. You could just sit there all the time. Man, I'm supposed to be playing a game about that's a dating sim, and now I'm talking about, oh man, wouldn't it be cool to be a rock? Oh man. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you. Well, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Serial horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oi! What's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called... Don't say it out loud. And give it back. Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems, everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sirius settles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess I sometimes do. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. I wanted to read everyone's poems. We'll sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, divineryolu? Monica smiles warmly at me once again. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said that I would join this club. Sherry may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. Everyone now seems kind of sad and annoyed at me. Oh no. Anyway, everything good audio-wise, yeah? Everything's still fine audio-wise? You guys hearing everything perfectly? Did I even charge this? No, I did not. Should probably put this on charge. I want to play on it after the stream. There we go. What four girls stare back at me would... You know what? Because no... What did I do? Because nobody's fucking replied to me. Okay, yeah, audio seems to be perfect. Good. Okay, all four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But... I'm sorry, I thought... divineryolu, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay. I've decided. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sari wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club. Yeah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Divineryolu, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. I'm finding this hilarious. Yeah, about that. I'm not really good at expressing myself. Can I really impress this class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Divineryolu, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sari and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow closer with one of these girls. Alright. I just need to make the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Okay. Time to write a poem. Pick words you think your favorite club member will like. Something good might happen with whoever likes your poem the most. We have to choose Valentine. It's fucking Valentine's Day. Kitty. Parfait. Rainbow. Giggle. Puppy. Doki Doki. We have to choose that. It's Doki Doki Lit Club. Happiness. Silly. Headphone. Anime. Bunny. Depression, waterfall, family, cry, peaceful, peace, destiny, flee, despise, family. Papa. Melancholy, dream, heart, festa, amazing, horror, intellectual variance, vibrant. Melancholy. I am not using the word suicide. What the fuck? Boop. Games. Kawaii. Graveyard, ambient, defeat, dazzle, disaster, broken, vertigo, marshmallow. Wonderful, crimson, flying, Chris, extreme, starscape, nature, uncanny, vanilla. Smile, fireworks, play, together, death, fantasy, bliss, jump, pout, pink. Okay. I think I mainly chose Natsuki ones. Hi again, divineryolu. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. And I was last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, divineryolu. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sorry, you told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. That is kind of true. Man, I keep yawning and having to stretch. It's pissing me off. And last year, too. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what. But if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying the word Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. divineryolu always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking, like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable! Sorry, that's because your room is so messy it's distracting, and you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and divineryolu can become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she has put me in. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori! Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place, so any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into a bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Ah! Am I being really cringe this stream? Can you guys, in the, in chat, can you guys, tell me if I'm being, really cringe this stream, please? Because I would really like to know. Is anyone even still watching the stream? I mean, it says 2 people, but nobody's really speaking in chat, and that disturbs me. I'm simply in awe of your voice acting. I'm sorry. I am just a professional voice actor. I've been doing voice acting for like the past 7 years. No, but seriously, I've been doing all of these different voices for like what seems like a really long time, because I started randomly doing these voices like when I was about 16, I think, like just as I got out of like actually no, 17, just as I got out of college. And I kept like just randomly going into these voices every so often, just started to like develop them and try and perfect them, really. But the deep one like really hurts my throat. It's part of the reason I got juice, because that helps. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew! Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Suri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her, in case she's in need of a hand. You looking for something in there? Frickin' Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know, anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? Does this look like the face of a manga reader? Does this look like the face of a manga reader? One sec. There it is. I mean, does this look like the face of a manga reader? Does this look like the face of a manga reader? By the way, this is Tokyo Ghoul, Volume 1 of the manga. Yes, I have all of the volumes of the manga for it down there. I have not read the manga, but I've watched the anime and I really enjoyed it. Should probably read the manga at some point. Anyway, I see there's a little volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. Yeah, I have not really heard of that before. Huh. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go and do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, divineryolu. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking, animated feminine poses. A bit like the cover of Doki Doki Lit. It's exceedingly moe. So just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. I'm not ready to come out of the closet! No, I've been out of the closet for years. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Why is that? Riley, you've been out of it for as long as I've known you, dude. Yeah. I first originally came out, I think, when I was about 13 or 14. And then, I think I went back into it until I was about, like, 15 or 16. Because, people at school were very mean. When I first came out, so yeah. Anyway, let's continue with some Doki Doki and get onto a lighter note. I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arm and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry, I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's particularly a bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kinda grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. I mean, I like myself a good, like, romantic comedy slice of life when it comes to, like, anime and manga. But I also do like the sort of action-oriented, like, fantasy mangas as well. Like, I like pretty much any genre when it comes to manga. Respect, dude. Never stop being you. Yeah. Anyway. So. Yeah, that's something. I actually have on the, Chaotic Bisexual t-shirt right now. Because, you know, I'm just so chaotic. Why did I do that? Anyway. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be a plot? Well, obviously. You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop, but that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining, but later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they... Oh no, Ryler's turning into a weeb. I'll do myself load shotgun. Nah. I am fine. I am fine. There are no weebs here. None whatsoever. Jesus. Like when they all get into their backstories and when some of their romance starts to happen. That's really when it makes it so good. There's so many touching parts. Ah, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? I mean, I guess it means whatever you want it to mean. Natsuki gives me a little shove. Wait, did my headphones just beep beep at me? One sec. No, there's still 67. I thought I heard a beep beep from my headphones for a sec. Natsuki gives me a little shove. I just mean that I haven't yet seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. What does that matter? Motherfucker, I just figured out who your Natsuki voice reminds me of. What does it remind you of, Lady Leomon? Please, regale us with the tale. You're imitating Softbox Meghan Markle, aren't you? I have no idea who that is. I am just trying my best to, like, do the, like, have you ever heard of the YouTuber Lost Pause? He tends to do a tsundere voice that sounds a lot like that, so I'm just copying from him. I have no idea who this Meghan Markle is. One sec. I'm going to quickly search this up. Okay, if you're gonna send me a link, I'll wait to receive that. Okay. Oh, I still haven't... One sec. Transform. Flip. There we go. That's better. Right? Yeah, that's how it was. Okay, yeah, the camera's still a bit wonky on this one, but I'll try and fix that at a later date. Anyway, so... Okay, yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Yeah, I see what you mean. Okay. I'm gonna quickly take a little snack break because I have some cheese and onion rolls here that need eating. Oh. Okay. Let's continue. Oh. It doesn't know, it's just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. I mean, I started doing that to click my fingers and that because of Tokyo Ghoul. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Sorry. Like I could ever get any of my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. Yes! Manga is for kids. Even though this has people eating other people. Like, let me see if I can find something really grotesque here. Yeah, stuff like that is for kids. She just took a chomp out of his freaking shoulder. And stuff like that is for kids. She just got crushed by support beams. Yes, for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Sorry guys, I only just got home and my phone died on me. That is fine, man, dude. Baby stuff. I'm gonna introduce you to a magical shark manga I found. I mean, I could try and find something a bit more, adult over in my manga section over there. Let me just quickly go check. Ugh. Apparently a lot of my manga is very, not that bad on the whole, frickin', like, grotesquerie and that. That's a shame. I really like stuff that has a lot of gore. Why do I have two of the same manga volume? Great, man. I already have that. Volume 1 of D-Gray, man. I already have that. Six. Apparently I have 2 of Volume 3 as well. Yeah, I have 4 manga that I have copies of. Why? Oh, you own Dojins. Oh no. No, I'm joking. Anyway, yeah, so I have some Dead Man Wonderland. Some D-Gray Man. Some more D-Gray Man. And some more D-Gray Man. And all of these, I already have copies of. Wait, there's a Yu-Gi-Oh card in this one. That's a really shitty Yu-Gi-Oh card and it's in bad condition. Anyway, so yeah, I have copies of those. Should probably see about selling them, actually. That's something. How much is all of my Tokyo Ghoul manga worth? About 50 quid. Cool. Anyway, let's continue Doki Doki. Makes me want to punch him in the face. Ugh, I know those kinds of people. I used to know those kinds of people in secondary school, to be honest. I hated them. They're like, oh, anime's for kids, isn't it? You know, and then You know, you can't really show them the freaking, like, anime and that in school. So, you know, if I could have showed them some of the scenes from Tokyo Ghoul, then they would have rethought that whole stance on anime. Why do I keep hearing a beeping sound? Is it because my Switch is... Is it because my Switch is currently connected to my PC? Is that the problem? I think it might be. I'll have to properly charge that later. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Huh? Yeah, it's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was a kind of jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? By the way, are any of you guys hearing that beeping sound as well? Yeah, I keep hearing that and it's peeing me off. I might have to disconnect my Switch in a sec if it keeps happening. So... Jeez, that's enough. You gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I totally forgot that happened. Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. Is it weird that her random ribbon in her bangs is royally pissing me off? What? What ribbon? What ribbon? It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when you're connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience. The thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Oh, which ribbon? The one that's, like, in the center, like, of her, like, bangs? Or the ones that are on both sides? Which one is the one annoying you? Oh, the middle of the forehead. Ah, that one. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I can kind of understand. Like, there's no reason for it to be there. Sorry. Oh. Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Yeah, but... Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't really plan on using my spare time to read this. Oh, well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then, I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Oh, would you guys want me to actually write a poem in real life right now? Because I could. I could do it right now if you guys want. Oh, that's my handwriting. Why did I put Tara Strong in this book? Would you guys want me to actually try writing a poem in real life, or would you just be content with the game? It's your choice. And nobody's responding currently. Alright. Okay. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait. Sorry, and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sherry's is a is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiraled notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? I am gonna choose Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair I shared mine with her first. Okay, well, let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I wanted to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it. Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that, and you don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. I'm pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try. And that's about it. I actually kind of like that. Not gonna lie. Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I liked it. I fucking did like it. I actually very much so liked it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well... Because... Everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't it the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read but hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Should I show my poem to next? Okay, I'm gonna allow you guys to vote on this. Just because I know I do not want to be the person who makes this choice. Oh, that's not how you spell it. Oh, then I accidentally made that a capital. Okay. Starting Paul. Okay, guys, poll is up. You guys vote for who you want me to show next. Man, nobody actually hurts. Come on, guys, please vote. Everyone just leave or something. Really? Nobody's voting. Isn't that interesting? This is a good poem, divineryolu. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. To be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. That was me. Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet. But that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, divineryolu. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayuri. I'm not sure if Sayuri sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah? And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Oh my god, that last line just makes it perfect. Sayuri, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Oh, yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, so how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Sayori. I wasn't wanting to know what you had for breakfast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This is so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. I'll show Yuri first. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess there might be after reading it though, through though. No, that's me. So it's that bad. Sorry, Olu, just remembered I had to take the recycling bins out. That's fine. I'm wearing the one ring. Yet I'm not invisible. I must send it back to the manufacturer and, launch a complaint. So it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri brushes her face in her hands. Buries her face into her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that usually typical new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing that I recognize in new writers is that the way they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different styles and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. Also, I hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost on a light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. the last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Ooh, that is actually pretty good. I like that. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, divineryolu. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in the world. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolical compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. I actually did think of that when I was reading it, because, you know, it makes it sound like, you know, talking of, like, time, future, and the past makes it seem like you look to the future and the past more than you do the present, considering you're talking about, like, you know, the air from the present, or, you know what I'm trying to say. It's just hard to get my thoughts out sometimes. But, oh, that's why the lighting for the webcam changed a bit. It's because the lights outside are gone, because it's getting to dark time. Nighttime, there we go. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Yeah, I can only show Monica now. Hi, divineryolu. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, divineryolu. Anyway, we're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll have to learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, divineryolu. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Yeah, well, I like cute things, alright? Get away from me. I like love and cute stuff, alright? I am a romantic, alright? I haven't really gotten to show my romantic side in 3 years. Well, almost 3 years. Still 12 days to go. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write. She's a good writer, too, so take that as a compliment. If you say so. Oh, that's me. If you say so. Yep. There are a lot of poems or stories out there that are no more than a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So if you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that. Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So I could see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkles protrudes. A nosy neighbor, an angry boyfriend, I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Oh. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, I kind of like... that kind of style has gone pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not too sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew. Guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's in this language? Did you say something? No. Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Oh, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I only remember Doki Doki is how the Japanese write sound effect of a heartbeat way after this game was released, and I'm still unsure if that was really smart or really dumb. Well, it's supposed they marketed it as a dating sim, so having Doki Doki, which is a heartbeat, be part of the title makes a lot of sense. Well, I actually kind of like it. It kind of puts the whole heartbeat thing in a sort of cute way for the Japanese. Jurassic Dating Sim did it. Yeah, well, I'm more of a fan of the Siren Head Dating Simulator. Yeah, I kind of like it. Who the fuck put... Actually, I think that might be my handwriting. Let's see. Anyway, yeah, so I like it. In, like, England, we just have bump. Kim has a T-Rex serenading his human lady love with a ukulele somehow. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure, like, to be honest, if I could stream it, I probably would have done, Hunipop instead of this, but, the amount of stuff I'd have to censor for Honeypop. Anywho. I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Yeah? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and divineryolu did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, why every time do I hear first of all, I'll show you what I think of whenever I hear the words first of all. There it is. Yeah, so whenever I hear the words first of all, this is what I think of.
First of all, I am Vegeta. Second of all, you're not Vegeta. Third of all, you want to be Vegeta, but you can't be Vegeta because I'm Vegeta.
Yeah, that's what I think of whenever I hear those words together. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's a thing. Excuse me. I appreciate... Oh man, I am not getting this voice right. Okay. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. This is about levels of 9,000. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Yeah. And divineryolu liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not why. You're just. Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Divineryolu appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Oh no, they're getting in a fight over me. Ah, no. I haven't actually had this happen in real life, so this is definitely strange. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh! Now you're imitating South Park's Mickey Mouse. Thank you. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Divineryolu started showing up. What? Oh boy. Oh boy. Natsuki. Oh my god. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't even involve you. I don't like fighting guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Divineryolu! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems so convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader and not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to a Divineryolu. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Divineryolu? That's funny considering Natsuki is flatter than boy from the front. Yeah. How did I get it dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. Oh, hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Not too bad. I just fucking woke up. I heard
You heard what?
your pitiful attempt at voice acting. Who's talking? I want to voice the purple-haired girl. What's her name?
Yuri.
Yuri. Yeah.
Yeah, well, this is just my inner thoughts currently.
Yeah. Okay.
But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course, that's going to be... We're gonna side with Natsuki. Yuri. You're really talented.
Well... Carry on, I'm voice acting.
I think my voice was way better for you.
I've got enough ketamine in the floor horse, mate. What are you talking about?
But Natsuki has a point. I think that I racked my brain in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with few words
I'm actually going to stand back from the microphone a little bit.
can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah. It did, didn't it?
God, Natsuki is a bitch. Fucking I hate that expression.
Shows how much you know.
Listen, mate, that's not...
Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look. What we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing. And sharing it can be definitely be hard. Ugh, stumbled there. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glanced over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously.
Internet.
Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Also, I went back and checked. Yuri's pick hasn't changed, so Natsuki is full of it.
Oh, yeah.
Do not call Natsuki Sakura 2.0. Fucking hell.
I don't know.
Yuri looks at me
do you want me?
dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure Natsuki didn't mean everything she said. So you don't need to feel threatened either.
Why is my sister and half of the cast of Family Guy in your fucking Death Note?
I do not know.
You want me to explain that, buddy? Do you have something against my sister and half of the cast of Family Guy?
No. Not anymore.
Listen, mate, I'll fucking rock your door differently. What do you mean?
Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, divineryolu. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about, Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sarah and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay?
The hell of a voice for Monica, you're gonna love this.
Nice. Did you hear the one I was doing for Monica?
I did not.
I was doing a bridge nap.
Oh, I was gonna do Gollum. It's gonna be... I might even just like...
Precious.
I think I might just like ad-lib lines for Yuri that are like roughly the
That's
same as
all.
what she's saying.
Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with everyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori. Man. She's turned into a freaking hentai protag.
I'll go make a cup of you.
I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder.
It's not exactly Gollum, but I'm ad-libbing. Carry on. This Monica's voice now. Let's go.
I wrote the character names, not the actor names. If you're talking about the Family Guy peoples in my Death Note. I have so many just weird names in my Death Note.
The only name I remember that's in my fucking Death Note is Donald Trump.
Apparently some people have put freaking David Cameron and Justin Bieber.
Hold on, let me look. Fuck if I know.
Someone has put Bill Gates twice, Steve Jobs, I cannot fucking read that one. Who the fuck is Jeff?
Jeff. It's Jeff.
Why are there so many fucking David Cameron? Who the fuck put ISIS?
Just everyone in ISIS.
You have to put individual names. You can't just put the name of a group and everyone does.
Michael Bay.
Someone put Michael Bay twice. Jesus Christ. And someone put Harry Styles. Jeff, I hate that guy. Seriously, fuck Jeff to Helsing and back.
Fuck you in particular, yeah.
Justin Bieber. There are so many. Oh.
David Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. Anyway.
Everyone read each other's poems, right? I hope that was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, divineryolu.
You dying? Yeah, so I think Cherry's dead.
Fine.
You like your voice choice?
Yeah. Let's carry on. Thank you for your sympathy, Nightbot. Cherry is dying. Donate to the stream.
Yeah,
Send £1.
Cherry's dead, so we need to start getting money for the funeral. If everyone would please donate to me, that'd be great.
And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the ladies around. We've got a little too used to.
I'll miss you, Cherry, but I have Muse to feed.
Fair enough. You go feed your muse.
I think she's talking about me asking for donation for your funeral.
Oh.
Yeah. Saying that she has Muse to feed, so she can't donate any money.
Watch as the next line of dialogue. Monica's gonna be like a whole fucking paragraph.
So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the
Yes. Exclusively, yo.
No. There's still time before we go home. So we'll all relax for a bit.
They usually made me gag.
Don't gag.
Oh god fucking damn it.
Of course, besides studying, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you could take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I'm gonna suck your fingers.
I disagree, Monica.
About that.
That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun.
Fuck you. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the very supposed to say away.
In the end, though, Monica's right. Even though I could barely understand what she was saying. Being in the literature club probably means that I can't spend all my time doing nothing.
She was partially raised by wolves.
But in the end, it doesn't even matter.
Oh man.
What? Oh my god. I guess it's been worth it so far.
I'm so full of fucking regret. God fuck
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave.
You alright?
Fine.
I'm sure it's further about sharing poems.
It was a lot of
Go
fun.
refill my drink.
Man, how many times is Cherry going to die?
Don't tell me that's more dialogue.
No,
Oh, thank God.
not yet.
Well, I'd say it was worth it, innit, lads?
It was alright, well, mostly.
Divineryolu, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same.
I'm gonna suck your fingers.
It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you need something from your friends too. So your bones get it even better.
I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Divineryolu, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yori and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. You know, Divineryolu, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too.
Especially Monica.
Every day is going to be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this!
I don't know how I've made Natsuki look normal. Or sound normal, even. In comparison.
Okay. We're gonna go with Marshmallow. Depression. No.
Is there an
12.
option to just do depression for every single one?
Kawaii.
Sticky.
Spinning. Fluffy. Puppy. Vacation. Parfait. Headphones. Flower.
Jesus
Lollipop.
fucking Christ.
What?
That's fine, carry on.
What's wrong?
They fucking gave suicide as an option for one of the...
Yeah, I did that last time too.
Jesus Christ.
Anime. Marriage? Nah, I'm not ready for that. Breathe. Play. Raindrops keep falling on my head. Ribbon. Bunny. Boop. Poof. Rainbow. Clumsy. Pink. Okay, so I am going to leave it here for now. We have done a good, like, almost 2.5 hour stream.
Oh, thank God.
My throat is feeling fucking hoarse. I'm guessing Cherry's is too.
Gotta fucking call my fiance later. Yeah, Monica just be like,
I'm gonna suck your toes.
Well, maybe next time you should ask your fiance to come into the chat.
Also, I've never eaten anything besides newborn babies.
what the fuck?
What the fuck? What the fuck just happened? Excusez-moi s'il vous plaît?
It's still Doki Doki.
Yeah, it is.
He wants you to log in, dude.
Yeah, I'm closing that.
You're so scared of?
I'm scared of spoilers. That's what I'm scared of. So.
Oh God, no! Don't let everybody see how gross I am.
You're always gross.
Yeah, like back up here now.
So, I hope you guys all had a fantastic time. I hope you all have a fantastic Valentine's Day, or have had a fantastic Valentine's Day, depending on where you are in the world. If you enjoyed this stream, please make sure you leave a like, you subscribe if you haven't already, and click the bell to stay updated with notifications so you know when I'm next streaming. I am going to be streaming tomorrow. I just am not 100% sure what I will be streaming. It probably will be Jedi Survivor.
Yeah, cool. So I'm not getting any sleep tomorrow, am I?
You will get some sleep.
You fucking hear you playing Jedi Survivor before, like, I can see you.
Hey. I'll try not to rage too much. But anyway, see you guys. Bye.
Smoke meth.